On behalf of the Viedge Business School, I would like to extend a warm welcome to you all and thank you for taking time to joining us this morning. It's quite a chillish morning, but I'm happy that you're here. But also I just want to say that in the context where Africa is now identified as a continent for growth, that you take this journey with us with a positive mind of not just contributing in the economy in Johannesburg, but also to say, what role are you going to play in the continent as a whole?
First of all, the question you may ask is, why do an MBA? Why do an MBA? And quite clearly, the reason you're here is it's the premier business qualification in the world. People are still looking for MBAs to run organizations and to turn organizations around. So career and salary expectations, if you look at some of the research that's been done, for some people who do the full-time MBA, they get an 80% increase in their pay over a period of time. Equally, other figures quoted that the payback of the fees takes about 3 years in terms of additional income. Why do a Viedge MBA? Why do a WBS MBA more particularly? The first question people ask you if you've got an MBA is, where did you get it? That they want to know. Where did you get your MBA? And a Viedge MBA and WBS MBA is the one that they know. We've been around very, very long in Johannesburg. As Wendy was saying, at one stage we were the only business school really in Johannesburg. And there's so many graduates and alumni out there who know the Viedge MBA and know the quality and standards. So very important. What you're going to be doing is you're really going to be testing yourself if you do a Viedge MBA. Do a WBS MBA, you're going to be stress testing yourself. You're going to see what you can do. Because what it forces you to do, the MBA, is it forces you to put another 15 to 20 hours into your week and still do your jobs. We revise our MBA based on the needs of the market. So 2014 represents a revitalized MBA that is refocused and actually revolves around 3 pillars of learning that we believe are very important to emerging markets. And we believe that your MBA next year, 2014, will give you a very distinct advantage in the marketplace because you will have studied in these 3 particular fields and you'll be very competent in them. So there the fields are, which I've discussed with you now. The curriculum structure is this. You have 10 core courses that you have to do, and I'll take you through those now. You have 6 electives that you can choose. You do 1 research report. Then there are 5 attendance courses where you attend to gain knowledge, but you do not have to write exams. And as you can see, all of this is predicated on the 3 pillars that we've got for our MBA. The core courses, economics basically, micro and macro, accounting very important, organizational behavior and human resource management, obviously the people side being absolutely vital, marketing, corporate finance, and statement analysis, so that's taking accounting to another level. Operations, how we get things done in organizations, and decision science. Ethics, very important, very topical, and governance going in as well. Strategy, and then of course information systems, vital in today's modern organizations, and leading in a complex environment.
Are you excited to be potential Viedge Business School graduates? You believe you're all enthusiastic and you're up for it. You know there's going to be some obstacles along the way. You know that what's within your own personality and how you're going to challenge yourself. You need to begin with the end in mind. So, sitting here, right? You have every opportunity to spread your wings and fly. But can you see this? Right? Today can be a new beginning for you here at the Viedge Open Day. The decisions that you make today, the forms that you fill out today, can change your life.
At the end of the MBA, one thing that I began to realize is I had a mindset shift. The way I used to look at things at work was different. The way I used to look at things, even in life in general, was different. And the important thing was the people who mattered were noticing. the people who I thought, you know what, I want to work for this company when I leave Standard Bank. They started noticing that, okay, I am a potential candidate for them. You begin to be in a space where you can actually say a career is something just more than just earning an income. I bet a lot of times before you do an MBA, a career is about, I want to get that income. But after the MBA, you grow to more than that. And after that, the sky is the limit. Thank you, guys.
There's an uncertain future. The way I see it, sometimes success requires taking a leap of faith. So what can the Viedge MBA give you? You need to stay ahead of the pack. And the question you need to ask yourself now, are you ready for this journey of self-actualization? So the Viedge International Exchange. I elected to go to Chicago booth because I believe that would be my differentiator. There was a class full of people, all equally intelligent, and I needed to make a niche for myself in this world. So Viedge exchanges with 50 of the top business schools worldwide. Why did I choose Booth? Because it's ranked #1 academically. For me, it was an amazing, phenomenal experience. I got to be in Chicago for 3 months, engage with the people, with the culture, with their way of life, create networks, friends, both with people and with organizations. What you want to do on the MBA is avoid a cookie cutter approach. You've seen 3 people now speak to you who've done an MBA. Everyone's different. Don't be one of the crowd, be one of one. You can develop life skills as well as carve a business niche for yourself. So what has this taught me? So I think my academics have made me realize the effort and the energy that I expended has been rewarded. I've grown more confident, more secure, and more at ease within myself. I wouldn't say I'm a totally different person, but I'm definitely a more improved and evolved version of me. As you're sitting here and making this decision today, start with what's necessary. Do something today that your future self will thank you for. Just in terms of the Viedge Business School, I'm a Viedge undergrad alumni as well. So for me, there was no other choice. Viedge was the only business school. In the marketplace, it is widely regarded as a top tier MBA grad school, and it makes a difference. When you want to have those conversations of an MBA, both in a personal and professional capacity, the school you go to holds merit and weighting.
So you're sitting here, and that's why I push the ego management thing as well, is that you ultimately you're going to come out of here, you're going to work with people, you may work with a boss that doesn't have an MBA, that doesn't understand this. You're going to work with people. And the ability to have humility in your leadership style is extremely important.
Sharice Drobers, who does the career management.
I think in terms of networking, regardless of whether you're in the part-time or the full-time program, the level of networking that you do is actually going to depend on you. There are numerous opportunities to network, and I think being in the full-time class actually frees you up for more time in the evenings to engage with all the corporates when they come into the business school. So I think regardless of whether you're in full-time or part-time, it's about actually making the time in your schedule to actually come to the events. The biggest concern that we have is people start off the program with great intentions, and then within 6 months, all they're focusing on is that assignment or that exam, when there are so many other opportunities around.
You'll see that in the executive education, for instance, because there's no barrier. We are now ranked there because we're 62 in the world, okay, in terms of the top 100. Remember as well that the Viedge MBA has been ranked 5 years in a row as a top MBA, until the other schools complained and said we had an advantage because we are the longest MBA. So they had to stop those rankings. So if we bring back those rankings, the local ones, I wonder if the story will be different. Yeah. So that's the difference.